This is going to be a short video just looking at the process of combustion for AQA GCSE Science. Now, combustion is split up into two different forms, complete and incomplete combustion. Where you've probably seen this more likely is when you've been in the science lab and you've used a Bunsen burner and you've changed the Bunsen burner from a safety flame, so the yellow-orange flame that you can see in the picture in the centre, and you've opened up the collar and then it's turned into a blue flame. What you've done by doing that is you've increased the amount of oxygen and you've therefore changed the combustion taking place from incomplete combustion to complete combustion. Now, complete combustion takes place when you have a fuel with a readily amount of oxygen and then you form carbon dioxide and you form water. Now that is complete combustion. You see it here as a blue flame. Okay, there's lots of oxygen, meaning that the fuel was able to burn completely and we formed carbon dioxide and water. Notice carbon dioxide and water are both greenhouse gases and therefore they will contribute to the enhanced greenhouse effect, which can lead to global warming. So any form of complete combustion that is taking place will still lead to those being produced, which can enhance the greenhouse effect. Now, incomplete combustion takes place where we have our fuel, but what we have is we have a limited amount of oxygen. So we don't have a large amount of oxygen, and in that process, what happens is it affects the products that we can form. We still form water, no matter what, but what also can form is a variety of different carbon-based compounds. We can still get carbon dioxide, so that can still form. But what we can also form is something called carbon monoxide, and we can also form just carbon. Now, carbon is often referred to, it's the black stuff you see. So if I took that safety flame and I put a boiling tube above it, we would slowly see this black soot that's then depositing onto that boiling tube. Carbon is a particulate. It's often referred to in just generically as soot, and the problem with that is it can lead to things like global dimming, and it can, if people inhale it, it goes into your lungs. It's not very good for your respiratory system. Carbon monoxide is a poisonous gas, and the problem with that is as you inhale it, it bonds with your red blood cells. So your red blood cells are moving along. The carbon dioxide bonds to them, and instead of oxygen being able to bond to them, so the oxygen can no longer now be bonded to it. So what you end up with is a large proportion of your blood that can't transport oxygen. Your body then slowly suffocates if you ingest too much carbon monoxide, and then you can die from it. That's why they often call it the silent killer. All of these, products for incomplete combustion, all of them can exist. It depends on the amount of oxygen and the conditions that are being provided within that reaction.